Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Turin here, and today, guys, we are here with another Total War Warhammer live battlecast. So we're going to be playing New Bretonnia, and we're actually going to be facing off against the Greenskins, so definitely going to be fun. Let's go ahead and get the Fey Enchantress. I feel like she's a really safe, really strong pick. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that because the Fey Mists, or the Fey Mortis Engine, as I like to call it, the Mist of the Lady, really strong against the Greenskins, so pretty good at draining there in the front line. We're also going to get the Green Knight. Granted, he is weak against like FG to get those type of abilities. I really like him for the terror routing against Greenskins, and also he's very good at hunting their casters down. So and he reaps a huge benefit from the Lore of Life. So we're going to get mostly Battle Pilgrims in the front line. We're going to get a Grail Reliquary, and then we're going to get 2 Foot Squires just in case he decides to bring some Black Orcs. On top of that, we're going to get a Royal Pegasus Knight, and we want to get, let's get some Poison Missiles here, and then we also want some Spears in the back line, because against Orc Boy Biggins, you don't really need good Spears. You can honestly get away with like Spearmen at Arms. They do a very good job for you. So okay, so we got some missiles. We have a pretty solid front line. These guys have outstanding leadership with around 80, so I think we should be okay in that respect. And let's see, what else do we want to kind of mix in there? We could get some like Men-at-Arms and other units like that. Peasant mobs. I almost want to get like another missile group, but I think we should get like Men-at-Arms with polearms maybe? Although, what do you really need that for against Greenskins? So, like the AP is nice, I guess. I mean, they can hold against Black Orcs, but yeah, maybe we just get like another Foot Squire, although we can't quite afford that. So that's a little bit tricky as well. And just some standard Men-at-Arms, and maybe we just get some more Spears, to be honest, and just kind of like maybe chevron them up. I think that could be okay. So let's get these guys. We can kind of just use them in the back, and against like giants and things like that, they should be fine. But the Royal Pegasus Knights are going to be really MVP here. They're so incredibly powerful. So one thing we have to watch out for, when playing against Greenskins, is the Foot of Gork and those type of things. So yeah, he says good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun, man. Look forward to this fierce cockfight we're about to have. So yeah, let's do it to it, guys. Let's have some fun. So I don't know about the Spearmen at Arms. I'm really like kind of on the fence about that. Like, but we're gonna see. We're gonna form like kind of a shield wall around our back and just have a ton of spear protection. So we shouldn't have to worry about Goblin Wolf Riders or anything like that. We should be pretty safe in that respect. And Lore of Life should keep our front line fighting against like Savage Orcs and things like that. Granted, Savage Orcs do pretty well against the Bretonnian front line. So we're gonna need to really focus them down with our Pox missiles and poison them and really wear them down as much as we can over the course of that initial engagement. So he's probably not going to bring a Flying Lord, and the Pegasus Knights are really good for using defensively. So I'm excited to use the Green Knight, though. I feel like he's going to be the recipe for success here. Because, again, I don't have, like, that great of a core, I guess. So let's get the front line here. We're going to kind of mix in the Foot Squires here. It's funny. Foot Squires got a pretty big nerf. They actually have 20 less leadership than the alternative over there. So we're going to get the Grail Reliquary kind of in the front and center. Very good. Immunity to psychology, all that kind of good stuff. We're going to get our missiles here, and we want to split them up a little bit. In case he brings, like, an Arachnarch Queen, we don't want, like, the Maternal Instinct to, summon on both of them. So good. So that should be fine. Then we're going to get Spears here. And the scary part is, like, they could get engaged on by like Savage Orcs, but that's why we're going to put some Battle Pilgrims in the back center. So if some Savage Orcs do kind of penetrate, we can engage them with more sustainable troops. So bam, I like that formation. It's like just kind of a tight like tough to crack formation. So we're going to put him in group 2, these guys in group 3, and where do I want to deploy? I think I could deploy up here, but honestly I think this is fine. I'm hoping he just deploys in front of me and we can just skip the funny business. So he's got a big army, probably a ton of Savage Orcs, maybe some Gobbos, we'll see. So yeah, I really like this matchup though. It's super fun. So oh, I think I'm playing against Pharaoh of War. So, yeah, he's a really good player. Has a YouTube channel. Check him out, guys. I actually played him the other day. I had a really good game against him. It was Vampire Counts versus Greenskins, and he, like, got a really good Foot of Gork on my Blood Knights and actually was able to, take me out with that. So, I wasn't live casting it, though. I was really bummed. I still do have the replay, so I'll probably cast it separately here pretty soon. But, yeah, check him out, guys. Very good player. So, yeah, so let's get down and dirty, guys. We got the Lore of Life. We have the Green Knight, who's my favorite tool. So, he may bring Wurzog. Wurzog with FG to get is really good against Green Knight. So other than that, you can honestly send Green Knight in the back line, just be really aggressive, and then use the regrowth mechanic. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes, guys. Let's have some fun. And yeah, Fey Enchantress, we want to keep her like high in the center. Obviously she's pretty squishy herself. She only has 15 armor, so she can take a beating. You don't want to, get her too down and dirty. You just like use her like a Mortis Engine, really. That would be my 2 cents to you guys. So the Pegasus Knights, we're just going to kind of sit over the top and, see what's going on here. But man, look at this fat squad over here. So he's got some Goblin Wolf Riders. Let's go see if we can like cheese those guys out real quick. So this is nice. Engaging right here is going to be a good situation for us because he's going to have to like be funneled into the Hawk Gates here, and he can't come over here at all. So we're going to kind of push over here, do some reconnaissance with the Green Knight. He's really good for that. And who's his Lord? So it looks like he has, is it Grimgor? I think it might be Grimgor. Oh, a little bit of lag. So hopefully he doesn't disconnect here. I would be so bummed. This looks like it has the makings of a really fun game here. So he has Skarsnik. Interesting. So Skarsnik has anti-large. He does have the Prodder, which does magic damage. Could probably zap the Green Knight a little bit. So pretty good stuff, guys. So we're going to fly over with our Pegasus Knights. He might not know that I do see those guys. And you can see he does have Orc Boars coming around, but the Orc Boars are going to have a lot of trouble getting through our spears, I think. So Royal Pegasus Knights are kind of going in hot, and let's look for his caster. So he probably has like a Night Goblin. That's, pretty popular pick for the most part. So we're going to kind kind of like ride around and just, you know, be a troll and see what we can find here. And yeah, so the Goblin Wolf Riders, we're able to catch them. And honestly, we're probably going to terror route them off the edge of the map here. So let's get a charge really quick. See if we can get in there and terrify them. Oh, are we going to catch them? Doesn't look like it. And yeah, so we get a charge. That's good. So we do a little bit of damage, but nothing substantial. So we're just going to pull back right now. We don't want to like risk them getting caught out. So the Royal Pegasus Knights did a little bit of work, but yeah, we're just going to pull back here. We don't want to risk any funny business. So good. So we're going to start shooting at the Savage Orcs here. We're going to start shooting here. And yeah, we should be okay, guys. So yeah, we're opening fire here. We do get our Pegasus Knights back up in the air. And the Green Knight, we want to like send on a reconnaissance mission and go like looking. You can see he's going to go all secret agent here. So we're getting some really good skirmish fire, and we can honestly just continue to advance and just, yeah. Okay, so there's his Orc Shaman back there. So that's really good. So we're going to kind of park the Green Knight here and just kind of chill. We're going to advance a little bit, which is going to be nice, because if we advance and like claim that corner right there, we're going to be able to zone out his cav like incredibly well. So the Royal Pegasus Knights, we can kind of just see what's going on here. And it looks like he's falling back to the forest, which is fine. So let's go ahead and form up here, which should be A-okay. And how fast are these guys? So they have 62. The Green Knight has 84. So honestly, we can try and split the seam. And if he does go for the Green Knight, like I feel like we can just use regrowth and tank. But man, the Winds of Magic is just... Oh, why is that so slow? Man, 1 per 20? Man, that just feels brutal. But we're taking a bit of damage from that from the missile attacks. So let's kind of start shooting here. And it looks like he's coming in hot, like looking like he wants to engage. So yeah, the Royal Pegasus Knights, we want to like fly over and let's see if we can find the Rusty Arrows or other units like that. But we're going to start trading pretty effectively here, I would say. So good. So some good fire going down on these Savage Orcs. So far, what we want to do is like, let's actually like blob up here and see if we can like get him to like, you know, yeah, commit there. So we're doing a little bit of kind of tugging over here, doing a pretty good job. So we're going to engage here. We're going to engage here. We're going to go, these guys go here. And we're going to pull these spears over here to like seal off this alley right here. So let's pull these guys up and through right now. The Royal Pegasus Knights, we're just kind of looking for the goodies right now. Let's get these guys here. And the Fey Enchantress, we want to like push over there. So the Fey Mortis engine starts draining. We get these Battle Pilgrims kind of going over here. We can get these guys double teaming here. Get the Grail Reliquary there. And yeah, so far so good. So we want to switch our missile fire onto some of these troops. The Rusty Airs back there are going to be good. You can see he's sending a lot of these guys after the Green Knight, which is really good. So that's actually exactly what I want. So in the front line, things appear to be going pretty well. We do have these Royal Pegasus Knights, so we're just going to kind of hang tight and just use them defensively to kind of plug up our back line. And in the front, I feel like it's going pretty well. So the Fey Enchantress is taking a ton of focus fire, so we need to use a heal right away. So very, very well played. You know, you got to be careful. The Rusty Airs like hit like trucks, guys. So we get that heal off. We pull back, so the front line should be in pretty good shape now. So we're going to use these guys here, and we'll detach some of these guys over there. So the Royal Pegasus Knights, we're actually going to go after that Orc Shaman right now. Let's pull some spears to kind of supplement that, and I feel like we're getting some good focus fire. So the Fey Enchantress does get zoned out a little bit. Green Knight just being an absolute pimp over here. So we're going to kind of pull him up and around and see if we can get a little bit of movement here. But I feel like the front line's going pretty well for us, though the Savage Orcs on that side are doing very, very well. So we do get a dive on the Shaman, so we're going to kind of just push over here and use these spears to kind of like get up and protect that. But yeah, his missiles are trading really, really well. So the Green Knight just on the hunt. So we want to get over here and get on that Orc Shaman. We do have some spears coming, so let's go ahead and just push those guys here. And we want to send those Battle Pilgrims over here to plug up these Savage Orcs. So good. So we're going to pull the Fey Enchantress up and around. Let's go ahead and use the favor of the Fey. And we want to pull these Pegasus Knights because they're in a bit of a compromised position right now. But the Green Knight, he's hot on the move, guys. And he should be able to, you know, get that Orc Shaman off the battlefield for the most part. So good. So we could go after that the Hammer of Gork over there, which actually at this point I don't think would be a really bad choice. So unfortunately those Savage Orcs are in pretty good shape. But the Green Knight, let's see if we can finish off this Shaman. I feel like that would be really, really good. So our front line seems to be in okay shape. So we're going to go ahead and use an Earthblood on it to kind of keep him fighting. So the Fey Enchantress, again, we have to be very, very conservative because, again, my opponent does have like a lot of tools that are going to be very good here. So let's push on that Shaman. Let's get these spears kind of like up in here. And do we want to shut down the Hammer of Gork? I feel like over the course of like a long battle, it's going to continue to do pretty good against us. So let's get these guys going here. And it looks like the Green Knight, yeah, he's hunting, guys. He's on the hunt. So hopefully he can finish off the Shaman. And our front line, I think, is holding up well. We're able to get that Hammer of Gork back there. And the Fey Enchantress, we got, oh, he gets a Foot of Gork. And wow, that did some good damage. So that might have been an overcast, actually. So yeah, we got some spears here. Let's kind of reform ranks and kind of get our formation going over here. And yeah, we're able to push that Hammer of Gork off, which is nice. So we're going to pull these guys back up in the air right now. And we're actually going to charge these Orc Boarboy Biggins, which I think we should be okay against. So we have some spears. We're able to collapse this part of the flank. So we're going to push down this direction, get some of these guys fighting here, and just form like a Grail Reliquary Death Star. So those Royal Pegasus Knights are going to do some serious work, guys. So unfortunately, he does get some Goblin Wolf Riders back here, which is going to be able to finish off our missiles. But I feel like we have a pretty strong core left. So he still does have this firing line in the back. The Green Knight was able to push off his Shaman, which is really, really nice. So yeah, let's get him out of here and see if we can like start terrifying in the back line. And the Royal Pegasus Knights generating some really, really good value. So the Fey Mortis engine, we want to pull her back. We don't want to let her get isolated. We have to really watch out for those Goblin Wolf Riders, actually. Like, they could be a huge threat to her. So we're pulling back here, so definitely a good move there. We got to keep that Grail Reliquary fighting. So the Royal Pegasus Knights are able to make pretty short work of those guys. So let's actually go after this other group of Orc Boars now and see if we can, yeah, we're going to need to use them to protect the Fey Enchantress. So we're going to pull her up and around. We're going to get these guys kind of going after these and just kind of sit high and tight here. So we do have another Earthblood. So we're going to go ahead and use that on that big blob, which is going to just be super nice. And we need to get these guys coming in here. Let's see if we can shut down the Rusty Arrows with like a terror route. So the Pegasus Knights intercept those guys, but unfortunately, yeah, do we have some spears we can kind of pull in here? I think we do. So let's do that. Get those guys going here. The Fey Enchantress, we need to be really careful because, yeah, my opponent's just trying to like snipe her out. And the Royal Pegasus Knights should be able to finish off like a lot of these troops, especially if we can get some spears in here, guys. So he does have some Savage Orc coming over here. Skarsnik and the boys doing good, but Green Knight in the front line is going to be able to terror route a lot of his troops. So we do terror route the Rusty Arrows there. So let's kind of keep pushing in, trying to terror out as much as we can in the rear. And the Royal Pegasus Knights just being huge performers here. So let's go ahead and give them the favor of the Fae, just to kind of buff them up, keep everyone fighting here. And yeah, things are going good, guys. Like a lot of the Greenskin line is starting to falter, so we can swarm on Skarsnik now. So the Fey Enchantress definitely has the moves like Jagger, guys. She's kind of been just hustling and moving this whole time. So we do have some troops back here. It looks like they are routed off. So the Green Knight is able to get on Skarsnik, which is a great situation. And we do have spears coming to help out our Royal Pegasus Knights. And let's park her behind them so she can, you know, start draining. And these spears over here, we can rear charge on these Savage Orcs. So yeah, really, really well played. This is a great cockfight, man. What a battle. So he does have some troops here. So let's actually detach some of these foot squires and send them after these because we have the troops here. Like, why just let them shoot free, right? So let's push in here with the Fey Enchantress as well. The Royal Pegasus Knights and Spears performing pretty good. So now's our time. We need to seize this opportunity. The Green Knight just doing very, very good. Skarsnik is steady. So hopefully the Green Knight can like polish him off here. Let's pull some of these guys here. And the Fey Enchantress, we want to pull her back because we cannot risk losing her. That would just be devastating. So the Rusty Arrows are back online. So let's actually send some of these Battle Pilgrims back there after them. And the Fey Enchantress, we need to just like hustle and run, guys. So the Royal Pegasus Knights kind of getting, you know, chased a little bit. So the Fey Enchantress, we're just going to like run her back through the forest. She's pretty quick. She has 95 move speed, and she is faster than the Boars. So we need to kill Skarsnik here. We have the Royal Pegasus Knights in hot pursuit, ready to help. And you can see they're actually getting drained by the Fey Mortis engine. So my opponent's going to try and head those off. We do have some spears fighting Savage Orcs over here, which kind of sucks. So the Goblin Big Boss is also chasing. So yeah, let's actually pull the Pegasus Knights, and we need to keep that Fey Enchantress alive just to keep our leadership going. And Green Knight honestly should be able to like pull this battle out. And we also do have the Grail Reliquary here, keeping our troops fighting. So that's a pretty good situation. So right here, she needs to fight. We need to get these Royal Pegasus Knights here to help her. We can't lose her right now. So she's fighting. We might have enough for like one more Earthblood, which is going to just be really, really clutch here. Balance of power is still very, very even. Green Knight's still in good shape though, guys. And Skarsnik is steady. So he's starting to get worked down a little bit. And these Royal Pegasus Knights and the Fey Enchantress should be able to win that battle over there. Like they should skewer that guy pretty quick. We are taking some missile fire here, which is a little bit rough. So back here, we get a nice charge on him, and we do have enough for an Earthblood. So can we reach right now? And it looks like we can't quite reach. So we're going to run her over and see if we can get there. Our troops are still steady. Thankfully, that Grail Reliquary keeping them fighting. And Skarsnik is pretty beat up, guys. He's pretty beat up. So we want to get that heal over there. Can we reach? Can we get there? So the Fey Enchantress is trying to sneak around. So let's get her up and around here. Good, it's good. So we really need to get this Earthblood. This is pretty clutch. What a close battle. This is a great one. So the one thing that might like pull this game out for us is going to be the Green Knight. Like he's going to be very, very tough for my opponent to deal with, you know, with the limited magic. So we're able to get that Earthblood off. We get that heal. So that's going to keep Green Knight, you know, nice and healthy. Skarsnik's almost dead. He's steady. So that's good. So we need to pull these guys back. We really need to take advantage of our Pegasus Knights. So they're able to chase that off. Let's go ahead and pull them over here. The Fey Enchantress, we need to like kite around. We can't play any funny business here because our infantry corps is pretty tattered at this point. So let's see if we can intercept those Goblin Wolf Riders, keep the Green Knight fighting. And thankfully, he's pretty healthy, guys. He's in pretty good shape here. So, and honestly, we might just get like a terror route. So what we want to do is try and like lance Skarsnik down and just like take him off. And oh, the Hammer of Gork's back online. That's not good. So he has the Rusty Arrows, some Savage Orcs. So we're going to kind of pull the Fey Enchantress around. Let's go ahead and use the favor of the Fey to kind of buff these guys up, give them a high melee attack, and just like have them like fly in and try and take out Skarsnik. That's going to be really important. So we get a charge there. We do some okay damage, and he's pretty low. So let's get the Green Knight pushing in on him as well. And you can see the Rod doing some serious damage. So we're going to pull in the Lord, the Fey Enchantress, and get her draining. That's going to be really, really important here, guys. So Skarsnik does break. He gets terrified, which is just so clutch. Unfortunately, some Orc Biggins are coming in here, but the Green Knight's still confident. The drain from the Fey Enchantress is going to do really, really well. So yeah, guys, what a battle. This is just a great cockfight. So we need to get everything that we have like coming back to fight. We need to just keep the Fey Enchantress like lurking nearby to just get that draining effect. And it looks like we're able to get a mass route, and I think that's it. So yeah, well, maybe not. Jeez, let's see. I was about to like type GG, man, but no. It looks like he still does have some troops. Looks like he's having a mass route right now, so we need to just press the advantage here. We can't afford to like let off the throat here because all of his guys are routing. Skarsnik actually a good meta pick. Like that Prada did like a ton of damage. So GG, man. GG. It's Turin, by the way. Yeah, I see him. He's on the channel all the time. So great replay, man. Great replay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end the battle there, call it a day, and awesome stuff. So really well played to Pharaoh, man. He's like when I played him the other day with the vampire counts, he actually like really like I was feeling really confident with my vampire counts build, and he actually beat me pretty good with the Greenskins. So that was a great cockfight. I'll definitely be casting that soon. But for now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this great battle. It was good, and the Fey Enchantress very strong. Just kind of had to keep her moving. Like there was a point in the beginning where I almost lost the battle when he was like focusing me with those poison and the what's it called, the Duresi errors. Like my Fey Enchantress, if she had gotten a little lower, I might have just straight up lost. So I really like the Skarsnik pick. Also the Prodder, very very good against the Green Knight. Like it chunked him for like 40 or 50% of his HP. So good stuff. So again, well played to Pharaoh War. Look forward to seeing you again on ladder, and I hope you guys enjoyed that cast. Have an excellent night and take care.